This is Noise from the Cranium. My name is Doug, and in part 4 of my Imaginary Max Webster box set episodes, I'm going to look at their fourth album, A Million Vacations, which was released in 1979. For the first time, the band would be recording an album with the same lineup as the previous one. There are quite a few interesting musical tidbits to feast on. Once again, several songs dated back to 1974, including early versions of Research at Beach Resorts, and lyrics that would end up in Rascal Hootie from a song called Easy Rider to Toledo. Of course, always goofing around, Kim Mitchell goes into a Donald Duck voice. On this demo of Rascal Hootie from 1978, they had a short keyboard intro just before the bass riff that normally starts the song. But it didn't have the Easy Rider to Toledo vocal yet. And rather than the predominantly guitar-based solo that you hear on the final version, Mitchell and Terry Watkinson trade off riffs on the guitar and keyboards. In September 1974, they were playing a Terry Watkinson song called Do You or Don't You Want to Know? The lyrics that talk about punching holes in me end up in Charmonium. Here's a demo of that song from 1978. The synth solo isn't there yet, but Terry was doing this piano solo instead. A few other demos were recorded in November 1978, as they were looking for possible songs for the album. In my box set, I would include this early version of Paradise Skies that has an unrefined opening sequence. The lyrics aren't finished yet either. It has a pretty cool solo section as well. Sun Voices was being worked on, also with different lyrics.
Keep coming to me when I'm sleep. Keep making me forget the day. Keep making love all night to me.
This version of Lookout is getting there musically, but doesn't have words yet. Note the hummed melody. It features a cool jazzy synth solo. and a more aggressive guitar solo in the outro. Moon Voices had some really cool stuff going on in the solo section, the ending of which is basically a drum solo for Gary McCracken. Fate was an unreleased song, and I'm not even sure who's taking the lead vocal on this one. Here's an early version of A Million Vacations, with Terry's keyboards a little more prominent in the verses.
Friday, Friday is a good time to shine. Nightsy journeys to unwind. Losing all survival signs. Rerun movies taking all your time.
At the end, singer McCracken gives us a tip on how to get through the day, and Watkinson hadn't put in the keyboard car horn yet.
On Bruce Dean and have a hit of acid, and you'll be fine for the day.
Seems like they're still working on the lyrics to Night Flights as well.
Night flights into perfume rooms, into mornings, into pretty afternoons. She spreads the honey around and I roll in it. Deep draughts of the burning breath of a lady, with the velvet touch of death. She spreads the fire around and I roll in it.
One of the songs with the oldest lineage is Let Go the Line, which started out as a Terry Watkinson song called Lady Let Me In that the band had been performing since 1974. In September 1975, they recorded a demo of the song, but it didn't make it to the first album.
Got a heartache, stuttering and stumbling, muttering and mumbling mockeries. Lord, I got a headache, rocking and rolling, stolen kisses and plastic surgery.
They demoed the song a couple of times again, once in March 1978 while they were working on Mutiny Up My Sleeve, and again in November when they were recording demos for A Million Vacations. They tried a few things to make it work, including speeding up the tempo and changing the arrangement, starting the song with the chorus. In the end, it was this bridge that they ended up keeping.
Fluorescent lips on a painted face, unfocused eyes on the ceiling, pubescent tits in a satin shirt. Why can't you show what you're feeling?
They just needed to find a place for it. During the same demo sessions, they were fooling around with this song called Let Go the Line, but there were no lyrics for the verses. They were just scatting. By 1979, they had lyrics in the verses, but still not the right ones.
Lay a danger dare on you. You might plead to ride adventure. You need to capture every avenue. Sanity is sorrow. Let go blind.
Finally, they decided to try that leftover bridge from Lady Let Me In as the verse in Let Go the Line. And that, folks, is how a hit song is born. I'm going to leave you with I'll Remember, a studio outtake that they recorded a couple of demos for, but never released on an album. This has been Noise from the Cranium. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you next time for the final episode in my Max Webster box set series where I look at Universal Juveniles.
Just a song for those who care. A love song I must share. Searching for a heart